Greetings, well builders. Welcome to Get Diversified, your go-to podcast for all things real estate investments.
I'm Jacqueline.
Melvin Landry. We're thrilled to embark on this wealth building journey with you.
Imagine this. What if your investments not only secure your future, but also unlock a life of financial freedom? That's what we're diving into on this show. Apartment buildings, storage facilities, mobile home parks, the whole shebang.
But here's the kicker. It's not just about investing. It's about crafting a legacy, building memories with your loved ones, and seizing every moment. Time is the currency of life. And let's be real, none of us wants to waste.
We've got the insights, experience, and dash of excitement to spice up your investing game. Plus, we'll throw in some real-life stories that'll make you see the potential in every brick and mortar.
Subscribe, buckle up, and get ready to turn your investments into the ticket to financial freedom. Together, we're not just building wealth, we're building the community of savvy investors. Let's get diversified.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Get Diversified. Today, I want to share with you some reflections from the Women Funding the World event meetup I recently attended in New York. Let me tell you, it was nothing short of inspiring. I walked away with new connections, new ideas, and honestly, a renewed sense of purpose. It was one of those events that reminds you of why you need to get out of your own bubble and get into rooms filled with people doing incredible things. First, I want to give a shout out to Jody Weiss. She's the founder of Women Funding the World. She's created an absolutely powerful platform that brings together female funders, entrepreneurs, and leaders across the industry, all in one space to collaborate, support each other, and grow together. That energy is rare. We're talking about a group of people that are venture capitalist fund managers, real estate moguls, business owners, actresses, public figures, and even mayors. These are women shaping industries, making policies, and changing the narrative. Being in a room like that, you can't help but to feel the sense of urgency to level up. Because if they can do it, so can we. And more importantly, why not us? Now, I had the pleasure of meeting Erica, who is deeply involved in advanced affordable housing, especially for minorities and women. She's working on initiatives that don't just house people, but help them build a pathway to stability, ownership, and generational wealth. Of course, that hit home for me. As you all know, our company is committed to affordable housing, and it was refreshing to see somebody else carrying the same torch, but in her own lane. We talked about potential synergies, and I'm excited to see where the connection goes. Then there was Adi. A-D-I is how you spell her name. And let me tell you, her perspective was sharp. She emphasized the power of scaling using other people's money. I couldn't help but think back to how we scaled from 7 to 70 doors in just 1 year. That kind of growth doesn't happen in a vacuum. It happens when you understand leverage, not just financial leverage, but leveraging relationships, knowledge, and capital from others who want to grow with you. Adi also had a smart approach to diversification. She invests across industries, but here's the catch. She doesn't necessarily invest in what she knows. She invests in what's needed. She identifies the opportunities, then finds the people who are the experts and runs with them. It's a team sport. That's something I think we often forget. We don't have to be the expert in everything. We just need to be the connector and the strategist. What's more, she's paying close attention to tax laws and government incentives. It's not just about making a return. It's about securing your investments and making sure they're tax efficient. That's wealth building 101 right there. Understanding policy, understanding initiatives. That's how you stay ahead of the curve. And then, in one of those small world moments, I met Dior, who just happens to be a life coach based right here in Pittsburgh where I live. But here's the kicker. His wife works for a nonprofit organization called Level, which helps people in McKees Rock achieve home ownership. For those of you who don't know, McKees Rocks is one of those areas where we actively invest. I mean, What are those odds? I traveled to New York and ended up making a connection that ties directly back to my own neighborhood, my own investment community. If that's not alignment, I don't know what is. The moral of the story is you never knew who you're going to meet. That's why it's so important to put yourself in rooms that might feel intimidating, uncomfortable, or even a little bit out of your league, because that's how you grow. Growth doesn't happen in isolation. It happens when you're around people who challenge your thinking, expand your network, and force you to think bigger. I left that event feeling energized, inspired, but also with a clearer strategy on partnership, on scaling, and on aligning with people who are already operating at a level I aspire to reach. So, any of this resonated with you? Whether you're trying to grow a real estate portfolio, thinking about scaling your business, or just trying to break into new spaces, I encourage you to seek out those events, those meetups, those conversations that will stretch you. And if you want to stay connected, learn more about what they are doing, or just keep this conversation going, head over to our website at morelandequity.com. Be sure to subscribe to Get Diversified Podcast so you don't miss any future episodes. We've got a lot more gems coming your way. And that's all for today, folks. Until next time, keep pushing, keep diversifying, and keep showing up in those rooms.
Jacqueline and Melvin, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to listen to this episode of Get Diversified. Please make sure to subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss out on future episodes. Finally, stop by our website and follow us on social media. Ciao for now. Make it a great day, and we'll see you next time. And remember, get diversified.